one time for the one time when the milkman slides, he came to say, good morning.
Good morning.
Yo! It's Milk Just Bri in the building like, whoa, you know what it is? It is Monday, and the only way to start your day is the right way with Milk and Bri. So one time for the one time, collectively, we say together, good
morning.
morning.
I ain't even got the lung capacity.
Come on, give it to me. Good.
I ain't got the lung capacity this morning. Just be stretching stuff out.
Oh no! See, that's how you open them up. See, you open them up. You gotta open them up. Put some air in them joints. Let them loose. They starting to tighten up on you a little bit, ain't they?
Yeah. If I try to open it too much, I'm gonna start coughing. So let's not do that.
We call that no bueno. Where I'm from, we call that no bueno. Okay, well then I'll do all the lung capacity stuff, and you do the rest. Cool, beans.
That sounds like a plan.
Okay, you got it. You got it. See, that's what I'm talking about. Shout out Instagram on this morning. Our first time going live on Instagram. Whoop, new audience. Whoop, new people. What's good? It's Milk. It's Bri. It's the morning. Get your day started the right way. I got some videos. Well, you got some videos, or we got some videos.
We got some videos
that we want to kick the day off with. Shout out this morning. Drop a comment. Make sure y'all like and share this thing up. Tag a friend to tag a friend. Get your mama, uncle, cousin, neighbor, Terry in the building. You want to deprive nobody all this goodness first thing in the morning. I apologize if I don't get to your comments right away. You know, working on all these devices and platforms. Whew, y'all bear with me.
And it's hilarious because I literally just sit here.
That's right. I got all the deep breathing. You got everything else. We got this. Yo, and since I'm running the show off my phone this morning, I can't necessarily see exactly which ones all of them are, but I know one of them really made me think of you. I hope we get to it today. But let's start with this one right here, because I just thought this was hilarious.
Saltwater crocodiles in Indonesia have apparently learned how to pretend to be drowning to lure humans in who they view as prey, who they then obviously eat.
Yo, the fact that crocodiles are plotting and scheming like this is diabolical. I already knew they were sneaky. The way they be tucking in up under that water, so when you come for a sip, they got you. But the fact that they doing the help me please hands, crocodiles know how to do the help me please hands. Oh, it's crazy out here, man. Where Crocodile Dundee at, man? We need
you. We need them. We need Crocodile Dundee. They out here with the help me hands.
Did you see the man though on the shore, just like laughing, like, "Oh, not gonna get me."
Not today, look, not today, Satan. Not today, Satan.
Is
you
that
gonna have
not
to
crazy? Because I would have. Okay.
Okay, come on. Go ahead.
I don't know if I should get us canceled already. I'm just gonna say, if this was on the island where there were other people, of a certain demographic, I could see them getting eaten a lot because they are prone to try to help animals, even dangerous animals. I've seen them drag sharks back into water and things like.
What she really trying to say is for all our Caucasian light-skinned friends out there in the world who really care about animals, and I believe that we need you, for this is the circle of life. But be careful if you see, flailing arms in the middle of a body of water. Just do a double check. You know what I mean? You might just want to get a second opinion before you just hop on out there.
Yeah, for sure.
Make sure you know what you're going to say.
Keep in mind that an animal that lives in water, they don't drown like that. So
he meant to be there.
Just keep in mind.
Right. He meant to be there. This what they do. Let's keep it rolling. Oh, this is the one that made me think of you. we gonna tarry on this one for a while.
Now you're drinking Dr. Pepper right now.
That's exactly right. That stuff is good. It's got sugar in it, and two doctors have told me that if I drink it, I will die, but they died first.
You think that this drink has helped you live to this age of 104?
Well, evidently, because everybody tells me it has too much sugar in it, but since I've been drinking 3 a day for 50 or 60 years, evidently my body needs sugar. I don't take any medication. They can't still find anything wrong with me.
Elizabeth says other than giving birth and getting her tonsils out, she's never been a hospital patient. Even at 104, Elizabeth has managed to maintain her independence.
Good old Elizabeth, or should they say Bri? I don't know. I'm not sure who they. I'm not sure who they was talking to on this one right here.
Kudos to Elizabeth. First of all, like, to be 104 and be of sound mind and independent like that, like,
come on,
what a blessing. First of all.
Okay, see, I was jumping straight to the meat of the matter, but you know, right, there's so much more to account for there. Shout out, Hunter and Foe. I hope them Dr. Pepper still got you floating all over this earth.
I hope as well that Pepsi has the same healing effects.
See, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about.
Healing effects. Like,
you know what? I feel like George Burns had folks thinking out here you could smoke well into your hundreds. Okay, it don't work out like that for everybody. There's an exception to the rule. It's Elizabeth, ain't it? I don't want to disrespect.
I think it was Elizabeth.
Miss Elizabeth. Miss Elizabeth over here is the exception to the rule, Bri. I'm trying to tell you.
No. What if she's not though? What if she's the exception to the rule for Dr. Pepper? What if
I'm just mad that she
exception to the rule yet? Like, what if I'm supposed to be that for Pepsi?
I mean, it could be you. I don't want to doubt anything that God has, and His plans are not our plans. His ways are not our ways. So, you know, I may not be able to comprehend what it is that the Lord is trying to do between you, Miss Elizabeth, Dr. Pepper, and Pepsi, but maybe longevity will be found in the can of a Pepsi. I don't know.
One can only hope.
I mean, 3 a day now. See, you got to stick to the prescription. She did say 3. She said 3. Okay, you got to stick to the prescription. All right. I mean, because I know a lady in the projects. I mean, now she was an old lady and rather rotund, as I might be. And but she drank like a box of them, like a day. Yeah, her organs was failing.
I do about half that.
Okay, see, her organs was failing, so I need you to get on the
mine ain't.
Right, so, thank God. Thank God.
Try to reduce.
Right, you got to get on Miss Elizabeth.
I'm actually trying to get less than Miss Elizabeth. Actually.
I know you are because you're trying to get down to the little mini joint.
Yeah.
And 3 of them would just be a can and a half, wouldn't it?
Yep.
Look at you. See, now that might be the new recipe, okay?
That might be it.
That's the new recipe right there. I can get behind that. I think you might be attending a few doctors' funerals if you get on that recipe.
Yeah. Maybe, hopefully not my doctor though. I hope he lives a long time too, because what I tell you, that man is.
Oh man!
Whew,
drop a comment. You got a good doctor out here in the world
on the internet, but I will just say that he is a great doctor.
Come on now, he ain't just cookie cutter.
No, I will say some of the stuff he does. He actually called me on a Sunday afternoon.
Come on,
to give me results of a test.
Who?
A Sunday afternoon.
Who does that? Right, because I'm gonna be in the middle of Sunday dinner. Right. I would have been mid cornbread bite.
Like as soon as he got the results, he's like, let me ease her worried mind. Called me on a Sunday afternoon, and I just shout out to Jamie Torres. Anywho.
Oh, not only was you not gonna say what he did, but look at you just gonna put his whole name
he's
out
just
there.
A great doctor.
Dr. Torres. All right. Shout out Dr. Torres. Let's keep it rolling. This next one kind of disturbed me just slightly, but it entertained me all the more.
This is a knife. She's 7 years old.
Lock her up. All right, get her in jail before she turns 8. Because I'm telling you, in a minute you ain't gonna be able to. She made a weapon. She didn't just illustrate. She made a weapon and made the art functional so she could show you how she gonna kill you. Lock her up.
Throw away the key.
Throw it
So,
away.
get eyes on that kid. Cameras everywhere.
Melt the key into a gold chain.
Melt
the key,
no,
okay?
man. What
She
type of
made
business is
the
this?
knife. How
Come on now.
diabolical is that?
She's 7. She is 7. How much thought you got to put into, slicing somebody's head and then like conveying what it might look like when you pull it a tooth?
Like the way I would immediately be on the internet looking for a child psychologist.
Like, please and thank you. We got the exotic one in the building. We want to shout out the exotic one.
Help.
Oh, for sure. For sure. I'm over here trying to do some things. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. You know what else I noticed about this video? Not only is this little 7-year-old in need of some major therapeutic intervention, okay? That's just my professional side talking. She's in need of some serious therapeutic intervention. You look at a lot of Kev on Stage's videos and Kev on Stage's people. Because the crocodile, that's Kev on Stage people. And then this right here is To Hear More. And I don't even know if that's still Kev on Stage people or not. Because I don't be seeing them collaborate like they used to, but I haven't been tapped in lately.
I feel like it is. I think that To Hear just has gotten
he bigger.
Some
he bigger. He got his own thing rolling.
And,
shout out to
the
Hear.
First one was Tony Baker. I have to wonder where he was at when he was dressed like that in his
Come on now, Tony.
cowboy get up. But shout out Tony Baker and To Hear More.
Yeah. Shout out Tony Baker. And you know what? And I've said this to you before, I think off camera, but I think Tony Baker is the funniest one out of all of them.
Tony Baker, let me tell you.
Tony Baker is the funniest one out of all of them.
Stand up, okay? First of all.
Wait a minute. To Hear More, East St. Louis now, 618 all day, every day. But Tony Baker, the best one out of all of them.
When we talk about Tony Baker.
I mean, I would have been remiss. I had to do that now. Come on.
Tony Baker is great. I've seen him freestyle stand up, which a lot of people cannot do. A lot of comedians cannot do. You have comedians that are funny, but they have a set. They've practiced it. They've rehearsed it. They, don't
ask them a question and interrupt them because you're going to throw them off. No.
Right. Then you have people like Tony Baker who can completely freestyle, where he's had people in the audience just throw him out something and then he just goes off on a riff.
Gotta go.
It's just hilarious.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be different if he had people do that and it just wasn't funny, but it's always funny. Like he's a naturally funny person. It's like he's a great comedian. I love Tony Baker. But anyway,
shout out TB.
And his animal voiceovers are hilarious.
Wait a minute, it's something I don't know about TV. He be out here doing animal voiceovers.
Oh gosh, yes. You got to find his videos. Search him on YouTube.
Okay.
We can use some next Monday. Like, he does animal voiceovers and they're hilarious.
Well, he should have did one with the alligator.
It helped me.
It helped me. Maybe that was the voice. Help! All right, let's keep it rolling. Let's see here. Well, now this one right here kind of bothered me. Let's just hear.
Amore, stai staccando, poi riprendi?
I mean, I want to just be proud for the little flick of the wrist, you know what I'm saying? But I don't care how he got the type of dexterity that he can flick of the wrist, and we be sitting up there fiddling and faddling, and we be there waste half the road before we got it loose.
It's okay. Now I started watching it because my son and my nephew are both cubers, right?
Okay.
So my nephew got another set of cubes for his for Christmas.
I didn't know what the hell you said. You said cubers?
Yeah, cubers.
That's a community. Shout out all the cubers in the world.
So my nephew, now he's 11.
Okay.
He ain't got it one-handed because he's small, so he got a small hand.
There we go.
But he definitely you can mix up a thing and you can time him in. He definitely is down to like the 5-second range type of deal. Like he can real fast, right?
Look at the wrist.
But when it got to the woman trying to start the toilet paper, that was I tell you, I about died laughing.
Did it take you out? I'm telling you, about took me out.
Story ever written.
Mind you, I'm watching this at like midnight last night. This shit about took me out, Jack.
Like I wasn't even trying. I didn't even. It wasn't even expecting that part to come to the video. I was just impressed with the dude with the. I was like, how the hell did he do that?
Look at the wrist.
But then when that part came on, I about died laughing because truer words were never spoken.
And then nobody had to say a thing. And nobody had to say a thing.
Seen. I was like, this is like, have you ever, this actually just happened to me this morning. I have right here.
Oh. Yeah, see, I was playing with mine, but it's ready to go because I had to blow my nose.
It's already over. But this morning, it was not, right? Because it's a fresh roll. And I had to blow.
She had to blow her nose so bad that she left is what had happened. I'm feeling like that's what had happened. But y'all know what it's like to have to try to get the toilet tissue loose and you can't get it loose and you be done unwrap half the damn roll. It started looking like a cheap duct tape roll where you can't get it and you start getting it off in strips. Drop a comment. You know you've been wrestled with a toilet paper roll. Well, we're gonna go on and keep things rolling until Bri go on and slide back through this way. But before I get into the next video, I don't know if you had the opportunity to check out last night's nominations episode. Let's Vibe TV, Milk and Joy Entertainment Productions. It is the 3rd annual Let's Vibe TV Awards coming up this Sunday, January the 19th, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, 8 p.m. Central. And last night, all of the nominees were announced and all of the voting polls were opened up. If you haven't had a chance to take a look at that, go ahead and swing by Let's Vibe TV or Milk and Joy Entertainment on Facebook and YouTube and tap in, man. There's some great entrepreneurs, entertainers, artists, and the like out there really getting it in, making it do what it do. You know what I'm talking about? So tap in, make sure you support. Let's go ahead. Here we go. We got the next one rolling right here.
Look. He dead ass. Look. Look. Now he finna get his ass in the car. Bitch, I'm weak. I am weak.
That's the motherfucker that I'm playing. I don't play like that. I ain't finna wait for that shit, man.
Yo, this one right here tickled me to my soul because I can relate to this one without a doubt. So this was Christmas. I don't even want to say how long ago. It was probably about 10 years ago, though. I was sliding out of Decatur, Illinois. My family was living there, and I was working there at the time. And we slid out of D-Town, and we was headed down to Murfreesboro, Tennessee, for Thanksgiving. And it was the biggest snowstorm. I mean, kind of like what folks is dealing with right now all across the country, especially in the South. Shout out everybody in the South, Texas, Georgia, Mississippi, all in places. Hope y'all still safe, warm, and the like. But it was a major snowstorm, and we had pulled off. It was in Paducah, Kentucky. It's a spot that our family normally stopped. There was a Pizza Hut there. I don't even think that Pizza Hut is open anymore. But we used to stop at that Pizza Hut, grab a little pizza buffet before we, slide on down to Tennessee, get on up and through there. It's about a halfway joint. stop, get you some good bathroom time in, get that gas, get that pizza, and get on up out of there. But the snow, I mean, first off, it had folks all off the side of the road in the highway. And then when we got to Paducah, I mean, traffic was just backed up everywhere. You would think snowstorm, everybody be at home, but no, everybody was out. It was congested, hard to get around. We got into the pizza, enjoyed ourselves. But when it was time to go, when it was time to go. I wish I would have had one of them little vests. That would have made my acting career kick off a whole lot better. But I didn't have one, so I didn't have a wardrobe. But let me tell you what I did. We pulled up, and it didn't seem like we was going to be able to get out of the parking lot to get out to the main road so that we could get back on the highway. So what did the milkman do? His pops was behind the wheel. His madre was in the front passenger seat. His brothers is all around him. And of course, we riding in a minivan because that's how big families roll. And so, I hop out the whip. And what I do, I start directing traffic. Right off up into directing my pops right on into where we needed to be. And what my big ass do? Hop right in the car. And we got to moving. And that's how that thing shook out. I don't know if anybody ever else played that game before, but sometimes you got to do what you do in traffic. Excuse me. Shout out to everybody tapped in. Shout out to everybody on Instagram, moving and grooving on this thing this morning. Shout out to everybody on Facebook and YouTube kicking it with us. Make sure y'all drop a comment. Say what's up to us on this morning. I apologize if I don't get to your comment, but I will see it, and I appreciate you tapping in and hanging out. I think we got one more before we get up out of here today. And let's see what he's talking about. Oh, this one got to do with trust. Okay. And, trust is not a word that is really talked about a lot, but I think it's probably something that most people value the most. And so this one has to do with trust in a completely different way. After we watch it, you let me know where your trust goes.
Yes, I will. Just come on. Okay. Don't trust in nobody else. Trust in God. Remember, God is on his way back.
Yo.
I don't know what happened. It literally kicked me out, but put me in the studio. Like, I literally heard and watched the video, heard everything you talked about.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I don't know what happened.
Oh, it wouldn't even tell me that you was there. I just randomly checked. It kept saying it was just one person back there.
Yeah, it was me. I was there.
Yo. Well, you heard my amazing story. I may have even told you that. I may have even told you that story before.
I have never heard that story before.
Oh, you never heard that story?
But I do want to get a vest, and that is. I'm like wishing I would have had that when we were trying to get out of the traffic from the Chappelle comedy show.
Come on.
I usually don't drive to these things because of the traffic afterwards. I either take public or Uber, but I was riding with somebody who drove, and yeah, that would be that's a game changer,
right? Hey, look, and that's until you get boop. They tell you are not a service professional worker, okay?
Yeah.
We don't need you to stay safely inside your vehicle, ma'am. They were talking about bloop. Like, oh, excuse me.
Nah.
Trust?
The trust. So what we're not gonna trust in is the internet, because it just kicked me out for no reason. And I'm beefing with StreamYard, but that's a whole nother thing. We ain't even gonna talk about that right now.
You downloaded the app and everything.
Like, I literally, it just came out of my account today. Like,
you're paying for StreamYard?
Yes.
How are you paying for StreamYard? Why are you paying for StreamYard?
I don't know. I signed up for something last week when I did the app when I was.
No, I pay for StreamYard. Nobody else needs to pay for StreamYard.
So
you can have a free account because all you need to do is join. We'll talk about that after the show. Look at StreamYard. Look at StreamYard out here getting their bread. Okay.
But I'm like, how I'm paying for you? You just kicking me out. Like, you just took the money out of my account this morning.
Hey, and they raised their rates, so you really out there getting
So And then you kick me out? How rude.
Bruh, come on now, StreamYard. Come on now, StreamYard. I'm gonna need StreamYard to get his life. Get your life, StreamYard. We don't trust you right now. We don't trust you.
But that video, I about fell out as hard as that boy did, because why she do him like that?
I mean, you knew it was coming. Come on now. There's nothing in your body that led you to believe that she was fixing to catch him. Come on now. You knew it wasn't none of your body
he
said.
fell hard as hell.
And then didn't move. And she turned right around and did the close into her video like she had planned. You could tell she had rehearsed, you know what I mean? She tricked him right on into it, got him to bust his ish, and then she cut right on around. Make sure trust in Jesus. Lord. Trust in the Lord.
That's right.
That's right. That's right. Lean not on to thine own understanding, I think is what scripture would say. You ought to trust in God with all of your heart. Acknowledge him. Woo, glory. Don't get me started. Well, and speaking of getting started, is it about that time to wrap it up?
Yeah.
It's getting close to about that time. Yep. You know, it's Monday. This is the 6th day of our go live every day of the week, except for Saturday and Sunday, of course. And so we in the week 2. What are your predictions? You feel like it's going to get any easier this week? I mean, I know you're starting to get under the weather.
I have to say, we contemplated how this was going to work out on days that we didn't feel well or needed to take the day off of work. And it's like, you know, how you going to take off do a morning show and then take off for work? And let me tell you, easy.
Like I about to find out.
Because I'm about to take this here night.
I mean, it be like that sometimes, you know? I mean, every day ain't going to be the best day, but we're going to try to make it a great day.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day got to end. But at the beginning of the day, I got to get up in the morning anyway. Like, even if I was calling into work on a regular day, I still have to get up because I have children that I have to get off to school. And they are old enough where they should be able to get themselves up and off to school. But my youngest son has been woken up every day. Like, he's not used to setting an alarm because he hasn't ever had to. My oldest son sets an alarm, but like this morning, he says his alarm didn't go off, which means he didn't set it, or he set it for PM instead of AM. But he does have the ADHD. So sometimes these things happen, you know?
It do. I've been setting alarms. I've been setting alarms. I haven't set an alarm in years, unless it was something that I had to absolutely make sure I was up for. But I've been setting alarms to make sure that I'm up early, ready to go, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, ready to give the world the best of everything I got. And I hope I'm, you know, as much of a trooper as you are when I'm not feeling well. I appreciate you rocking out with us on this morning, letting everybody see your beautiful face. But y'all know what time it is.
For all the coughs and the throat clearings.
It'd be like that.
We're gonna figure out how to mute me for tomorrow morning. Coughing fits.
Yo, you know what time it is though. It's time to make that day a great day. And the reason why you got to make it a great day is because great days don't just happen. What we got to do, Bri?
You gotta make them great.
Y'all know what it is. Y'all have not just a great day, but an amazing week. We will see you back here tomorrow. Make sure you start your day the right way with Milk and Bri. And then, of course, I don't want you to forget Wednesday night. We'll be back with the second reaction to World's Toughest Test Special Forces, Episode 2, 9 p.m. Eastern. Make sure y'all, 9 p.m. Central. Make sure y'all tap in. Until next time, I am the Milkman.
And I'm Just Bri.
All right.